Hey guys, Jorge Pelayo. This is going to be a different video than we normally do. I want to talk about who are you when you get into a relationship? Who do you become, right? Lately, we've been seeing some of my guys and I'm studying like, why is that person not that focused, right? And then you'll see them post something where they're like on a picture on a date, like, I love you, boo. I love you, girl. You know, everything's good. I'm like, oh, I totally get why that guy's not killing it, why she's not killing it. She's distracted with the new boyfriend. He's distracted with the new girlfriend. They're just distracted. And so we wanted to make a video to say, who do you become when you get into a relationship? I think there's so many people that do the opposite of what they should when they get into a relationship. They become casual, right? Instead of getting to the next level in their life. So I wanted to write down the process on why this happens. See, I believe most of us want to be accepted, right? I think most people want to be comfortable. I think most people, when you get into a new relationship, there's so much comfort that comes with that. You're infatuated with that person and you only see the good, right? And so what happens is you put a lot of energy and creative dates and candlelight and private and surprise and blindfold and all these things, all this energy that goes into it, and you're getting all this, dopamine, right? You're overstimulated. It's so addicting, this new relationship, which, by the way, it's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome, this experience of a new relationship, right? The surprising, the planning. You're excited because you're giving so much of yourself. So there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that. But a lot of people get lost in that process, right? And the relationship dominates their life versus them understanding that there's still dreams and goals that they want to accomplish outside of that relationship. And so what happened? People get heavy, right? You'll see people after they get into a relationship stop working out, right? You'll see people stop going to the gym, eating bad, overeating, over drinking, so they get heavy, right? They get comfortable. They spend a lot of money. Instead of save, invest, and plan, they spend a lot of money, right? The short term becomes more important than the long term, okay? And so what happens, right? People want to travel more. They want to eat more. They want to drink more. And pleasure becomes more important because they're satisfied in the moment because it's something new. Right? So this is kind of like the process of what happens to people, right? So why does this happen to some people but not all people? Okay? I'll tell you this. Some are very clear on where they're going and what they want in life. Okay? Big goals and big dreams, they won't exchange for temporary relief. Now, I'll give you an example. Some are good with just saying, hey man, I want to do an Ensenada cruise and we're going to go to Ensenada 3 days. I used to live in LA. And if you went on a cruise with Carnival, Ensenada cruise 3 days, right? When you've never been on a cruise, you think you're a millionaire the first time. And then you go on a couple times and you realize like it's kind of a little ghetto cruise a little bit. But nothing against it. I'm not calling you ghetto. I still love the Ensenada cruise, everybody. But I wanted something more. I wanted the private beachfront villa that's $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a night in Cancun. Okay? So Carnival cruise, private beachfront villa, right? They want something. They want the same experience, but they want something more. Some will say, hey, let's just go to weekend, Big Bear. We're going to have fun, party, drink, hang out, all that stuff. No problem. I've done that too. Been to Big Bear, been to Mountain High, had a blast, all that stuff. Loved it. Great time. At one point, I was like, man, I want something more. I want my next, right? I think all these things I've wanted, right? And I'm tying this into a relationship. You'll see where I'm going. But some want bigger goals and dreams, right? So, hey, you know what? I don't want to just go to Big Bear. I want to go to St. Regis where it's $1,000, $2,000 a night, in Aspen where you walk outside, white glove service, phone by the outside jacuzzi where you can be in the jacuzzi and order champagne and go up on the mountain, private lift. The ski shop is right across the street. Best restaurant, best food. You feel like you're in a snow globe. Okay, when you're in Aspen, if you've been to Aspen, you know what I'm talking about. During Christmas time, it's insane, okay? Some say, you know what? I just really I'm good. I have this nice apartment. Some want to design a compound for their family, okay? So what is that? What are the two differences between these people, right? When I go to a conference, I want my wife to walk in and be like, man, you're with the best guy here. You're with the number one guy. You're with the guy, right? Some just are excited to have somebody at an event with them. I'm not judging people. I don't want you to judge me, but I do want to challenge those of you that are in a season in your life where these relationships that you're excited about are great, but they're causing you. And again, this is more specifically for my agents because I see it. I see these people that are great people that the moment this new relationship comes in, they're just lost. And all of a sudden, I want to retire my dad goes out the window and you just forget. Man, I really want to travel the world. You forget. Man, I really want to be somebody that I'm proud of and make my family proud. You forget. See, I don't forget those things. I don't forget when I told my dad and my mom, like, I'm going to change our last name. We're one day going to do this. We're one day going to travel the world. I'm one day going to buy you a house. Check. Man, I'm going to buy you your dream car. Check. You're never going to pay another bill. Check. You're going to see the world. I'm going to take you everywhere. Check. Right? I wanted to cash those checks and those promises that I made to people that I love. So this video, I know it's a weird video, but who do you become when you start dating and you get into a new relationship? Do you get soft? Does your dreams get soft? All right? Or do you say, man, even more of a motivation. I'm going to be even tougher. I'm going to go even harder. I'm going to give even more, right? Why? Because the long-term vision of what you really want to give to this person is so much more than just the short-term fun you want to have with them. See, and I think a real man or a real woman wants to be with a real man or a real woman. So a big part of it is that also these people are getting into relationships with other people that are also not long-term thinkers, that are just short-term thinkers, and then all of a sudden super infatuated, then they're not even thinking about long-term, what do you want to accomplish? What do you want to accomplish? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be? How can we serve each other? Do we have the same vision? Do we have similar goals? Do we share the same faith? Do we have the same morals, values, principles? You know, and then you look at why is there a 50% divorce rate? I understand, I've been through a breakup, like why? Because that person, you didn't get clear on what values were non-negotiable, on what dreams were non-negotiable. You weren't upfront about what mattered to you. When I met my wife and I said, hey babe, listen, I got big goals and I got big dreams, right? And this is advice that I got from men that it helped me in my life, right? To be able to improve in this area. Hey, make sure you're upfront with, whoever you're going to date, what you want to do so you don't have conflict down the road. And I said, man, I understand that concept. So, hey, babe, listen, I just want you to know, I want to do something big in my life, and I never want to feel guilty. I never want to feel that pressure. I never want to feel that guilt. I never want to feel that judgment. So I just want you to know, we're not going to have a normal life. I don't think I'm better than anybody else, but I'm not trying to be a normal person. I'm not trying to be a normal guy. I want to do something great. I want to make our family proud. I want to change our last name. I want the world. I want to give you the world. I want to give the kids the world. I want to give it to my family. I want to give it to me. So I'm not going to have a normal life. Are you sure you want to be with me? And I did that over and over and over and over. And I want to say on the 5th, 6th, or 7th time, she finally said, do you not want to be with me anymore? Because you keep saying that. And I said, no, it's the opposite. I really want to be with you. That's why I keep saying it, because I want you to know, and I never want you to feel stuck. I never want you to be in a relationship where you're not happy. I never want you to be like, man, this isn't the life I signed up for. I'm telling you, I'm not going to be home at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock every night. I'm telling you, there's going to be a season of sacrifice. I'm telling you, it's going to be chaotic. I'm telling you, it's not going to be normal. But we're also going to live a dream life, right? So that's why I'm telling you that. And she says, you never have to tell me that ever again. I understand who you are. I understand what you want to do. And I will support your journey the rest of our relationship, the rest of my life. That dating ended up leading to engagement that led to our wedding, that led to one boy and another one that'll be here in the next few weeks, led to the most amazing life I could have even dreamt of, better than my dreams. All the dreams, check, 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 check. Why? Because when I got into the relationship, I didn't get distracted. I didn't get soft. If anything, I got harder. And I want to challenge you to go harder. If you have somebody that really matters in your life, get clear on that, and then help that person become the best version of themselves. And if you do, if both of you can buy into each other and the best version of who you can be, and you can support each other, no guilt, no shame, no judgment, encouragement, truth, tough conversations, pushing the envelope, truth with kindness, love with kindness. If you can do that, you're going to have an amazing relationship that the world will look at and say, man, I wish I had that relationship. Well, it takes work. It takes a person that's going to lead. And hopefully you are somebody that's going to lead in this area of your life. Hope this added value. Would love to read your comments on this one. I'm sure there's going to be some negative comments as well. Would love to read your comments and really see what you got from this. Hope it helped. And hope it changes your perspective for those of you guys that are getting into relationships. And maybe you've had a past relationship. You made that mistake. You didn't do that. You understand what I'm talking about. Maybe this is for your next relationship. Maybe it'll be your future relationship. Maybe it'll be your spouse. You know, who knows? But hope this video helped, guys. See you on the next one.